For years, Buddy Hield has been labeled as one of the NBA's most elite three-point shooters. You'd often hear him in conversation with players like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. But clearly, this year, that's just not the case. Last night versus the Dallas Mavericks, we saw Buddy Hield maybe at his worst, essentially being ineffective and almost unplayable at some points. In today's film review, we're really going to go over what I believe Buddy Hield has lost from the three-point shooting ability and who I think the Warriors should really replace him with in the starting lineup as well as down the stretch. First off, we started the lineup with Buddy Hield, and Jimmy Butler's kind of operating here in this post-split action right kind of at the left side of the court. And the goal here essentially is to allow for Buddy Hield and Steph Curry to utilize their shooting prowess and get Buddy Hield open. I want you to notice though, however, not only just where the players are, but also what exactly is going to happen when they're guarding Steph Curry. You see both players essentially try to go at Steph Curry. We have essentially Kyrie Irving kind of giving some room for Buddy Hield to shoot. And Buddy Hield isn't the type of guy you'd expect to be given room around the three-point shooting arc, just because he's supposed to be that elite shooter. But it seems like that moniker might have gone out the window with the Dallas Mavericks and with other teams kind of around the NBA. You see kind of another clip here where it's kind of a really kind of messed up play where Jimmy Butler is going to kind of pass Buddy Hield the ball, and Buddy Hield's going to try to do this step back three thing, something he doesn't really know how to do quite well, to be honest. And he tries to finish and make that shot. But if Buddy Hield isn't able to make these three-point shots, it's going to be really tough for the Warriors to really rely on him. And that's really kind of the important point here. One player that I think, though, can really alleviate the offensive burden of Buddy Hield, who's been playing great lately, is this guy, Moses Moody. And he's really been shooting well from three. But something I really want to emphasize with Moses Moody is not only his ability to shoot from three, but his ability to drive into the paint. And look, we have number 50 kind of going up. He's going to go straight up, and Moses Moody is not afraid to really go up there, meet him at the top, and then finish, which is kind of incredible. We haven't had a player like that for a little bit who's really willing to take contact and drive in the lane, even though he doesn't get many touches. I mean, you see here, this is some of his first minutes of the whole entire game, and he was able to finish. But I think mainly the biggest problem with Buddy Hield that Moses Moody maybe provides over him is defense. Oh my God. Buddy Hield is just absolutely atrocious on defense. This is Spencer Dinwiddie, not necessarily a guy that's known for his shooting and scoring prowess. Obviously, he is a scorer, but he's not someone Buddy Hield should just be able to essentially get destroyed by. Right here, Buddy Hield commits a terrible, egregious foul, a shooting foul at that, essentially going up. And right here, you see here on Kyrie Irving, Buddy Hield has to essentially be super aggressive. And yes, Kyrie Irving was tough to guard, but committing the foul here early is not really the way we'd want it done. And if he's going to commit the foul, actually go for the ball rather than just harassing him and essentially getting an easy foul call. And this inability to kind of guard these guards in the NBA today, especially playing alongside Steph Curry, is definitely going to be a problem for the Warriors as the season continues. And fouling Kyrie Irving right here just by kind of pushing him back with his hand is really not a smart foul right here. And everyone's essentially locked in and ready to help Buddy Hield if anything were to happen. Kyrie Irving essentially destroyed the Warriors this game, and so they eventually resorted to just doubling him because they had no one that could guard him. But in this game specifically, I think Buddy Hield really didn't do any good job in terms of guarding Kyrie Irving, which definitely didn't help the Warriors out, and is definitely a reason I think that he probably won't be a critical part of the roster going forward, just because I think Moses Moody honestly deserves that spot a little bit more. And here, there's this play by Moses Moody that I think highlights his versatility. Right here, Buddy Hield gets beat off the dribble. 100%. Jaden Hardy's going to beat him off the dribble, get to the basket, and finish. But people forget that Moses Moody, although he's 6'6", has almost a 7-foot wingspan, is able to kind of tip the ball while he's running, and essentially allows Guy Santos to get the rebound. And that defensive ability I believe, is really going to level up the Warriors. And even though Moses Moody may not be the shooter that Buddy Hield is, with Buddy shooting as poorly as he is and being the defensive liability he is, I think it's really about time that we insert Moses Moody and get rid of Buddy Hield. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully the Warriors are able to win tonight against Houston, but we'll see with all of the starters essentially kind of sitting, especially the old guys. Thank you guys for watching.